Okay, so then the links are just about to fire, okay? So there's one set of links, and then there's the other set of links. Those links are, I think the range is about 33 kilometers from the ship. So that's another important thing in small gang, is that if you have links on field, if you can be near enough to the link ship so that you get links, then you should. Very advanced tactics involve people holding back the links until everybody's in range, people calling this out. That's quite far down the line in your journey of learning how to small gang, but it's important to mention that those links are going to give you huge bonuses. Okay, so for those of you that have links, you'll see at the moment you'll have above your capacitor 3 extra symbols. They'll be skirmish burst, there'll be shield burst, and there'll be information burst. Those are kind of in that order, the sort of the typical small gang links that you're going to see. So the skirmish links, right, we've got 3 bonuses being applied here. One is 14.9% reduction in your signature radius. That means that you appear 14.9% smaller to other ships. That means it takes them longer to lock you, you're harder to shoot, various effects like that. Then we have agility bonus, 14.9%. That means that you're 14.9% more agile. Find it that much easier to turn, that much easier to align and warp and things like this. Then we have the basic, almost 30% increase to your speed. So the bonus you get from your micro warp drive or your afterburner is increased further by another almost 30%. So then if you hover over your maximum speed, you'll see that, like for me in my scimitar here, it's 3,000 meters per second. Without the links, it wouldn't be that fast. And then the last one then is the bonus to your range for your tackle modules. So you have your webs, your warp disruptors, and your scramblers, more range on those. These things they also benefit the heated version of that. So, your webs will typically be 10 kilometers for the T2. With that 30% increase, you're going to get 13 kilometers. And if you overheat, you're going to get even more. If you're in a ship that's bonused for things like tackle and webs, then that's where these things start to really add up. If you've got something like a hyena, which can have perhaps up to 35, 40 kilometer web range with the links, these things get even more powerful and effective. And then the shield, I'll run through these quickly. I've set this up so that we've got increased resistances across the board for shields and additional shield HP. So you've got more buffer and more resistance just to make us a bit more survivable. And then the last one is information links. So this is about your targeting range in the main. There are other information links that are useful, but in this environment with newer players, I think targeting range makes the most sense. Because one of the frustrating things about moving around a lot on grid and moving away from your enemy and then moving back in is you lose your locked targets, and that can be quite disorientating and it can take time to relock. So having extra lock range kind of makes it a bit easier.